Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking risk it. Whatever. Okay. Yeah. So, the General L crashed into the wall. Warning! Warning! 100 missiles approaching. Rob said. A whole horde of bigger missiles came from the vortexes. 100 missiles! We can't stop them in time, Falco said. We have to do our best then. Everyone, focus your lasers on the missiles, Fox commanded. Chris! Lucario was still glowing and he ran where Chris was laying unconscious. Lucario grabbed Chris in his arms and he looked at his face. There was a little trace of blood coming from his mouth. Please, don't die. I beg of you. Lucario pressed his face on Chris's shoulder. Tears were coming from his glowing eyes. Suddenly, everything that was making Lucario glowing was transported in Chris's body. What? He stopped glowing when he realized that Chris was getting healed in every second. That's fucking hacks. Not only that, Chris was now the one glowing. He opened his eyes and they were yellow. Lucario, please, protect me while I cast the spell, Chris said. What? Spell? What spell? Lucario asked. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Okay. Just make sure General L doesn't interrupt me. Go now. Lucario placed Chris on the floor. You little brats! General L got up panting. He was about to run after the two when he suddenly felt a little strange. What? My body isn't responding. That must be because of me. Mewtwo! Lucario said the Psychic. Oh, that sounds the pikey Pokemon. I don't call them that. I'm not racist. Lucario said the psychic Pokemon's name. Mewtwo was leaned to a wall, lifting General L with one hand using his psychic powers. Hurry up, Chris, Mewtwo said. Great meteor... What the fuck is this? Great meteors and stars that travels in the space. I love how formal they're making the sound. Great meteors and stars that travels in the space, Chris chanted. His eyes were closed as he was casting a spell. Darn it, they're getting closer, Fox said. The missiles were almost near the gate. Chris, what are you doing? Please, hear my call. Is he in some kind of a trance or something? Falco asked. And eliminate all my foes and difficulties in my path. He's scaring me, Slippy said, trembling in fear. Because I need to carry on my fight. Chris opened his glowing eyes. Lucario was left speechless. What was Chris going to cast? Chris crossed his arms in front of him. PK! He opened them quickly and he looked at the roof while he floated a little from the floor. Starstorm! Okay. Oh shit, final smash. Meteors approaching from above, Rob said, above the space. There were many tiny, shiny spots coming from above. Everyone who was outside looked and all gasped when they saw something dangerous. Big meteors coming straight at them. Everyone, evade the meteors! Pepe commanded. A huge rain of yellow meteors was coming. Fox and his team were trying to get away until the first meteor was going to hit Fox's R-Wing. Arrgh! Fox yelled, closing his eyes. However, the meteor just came passing him without making any trail of destruction. He opened his eyes and he saw his R-Wing completely unharmed. What? Look! The meteors aren't harming us! Slippy said as another meteor passed through him. However, every meteor was directed to every asteroid and the missiles. The meteors only came there to destroy the asteroids and the missiles. Okay. In the missiles. Inside the station, the meteors were passing through without making any damage, except they struck General L as he was being destroyed by every meteor. He roared in pain. Since Mewtwo was still grabbing him, there was no chance for General L to escape. Why are the meteors destroying the asteroids and not us or the station? Falco asked, confused. I may be wrong, but the meteors consider us as our allies, Crystal said. Apparently they consider the fucking base as their allies as well. They consider inanimate constructions, buildings, whatever, to be at their allies as well. Allies? Why? Slippy asked. Chris was the one who called them, right? when the meteors came from nowhere, they think we're their allies, since Chris considers us as their friends. So, let me get this straight. Chris calling the meteors, plus we being his friends, equals not getting destroyed by the meteors? Slippy asked, confused. If you put it in that way, then yes, Crystal said, smiling. What do you mean if you put it in that way? Just say yes. No! I was so close in killing you! No! General L yelled. General L yelled. Roy and Pichu regained their consciousness, and they appeared behind Mewtwo. When the meteor shower ended, the station was freed from the missiles and the aperoids. Mewtwo noticed he was holding a trophy. With his psychic powers, shadow bugs came from the trophy and they disappeared in front of them, and the crowd cheered the heroes. Music stops. What fucking music? Was it still playing the Victory Road or whatever? Ugh, my head. What happened? Chris didn't remember anything when he finished his casting. Casting call. Oh, he's gonna fuck some ladies on some gross ass Hollywood executive somewhere on a fucking sofa. That was a very strange joke. I'm very sorry. Because of you, the station is safe now. The station is safe now, Fox said, smiling a little. But what did I do? Where's General L? He is not living anymore. But instead, we've saved a person. Lucario pointed to the trophy Mewtwo was holding. Above the stand, there was a Lucario, extending his left arm in front of him. Mewtwo explained everything to Chris, Roy, and Pichu. I used PK Starstorm? Chris asked, pointing at himself. Somehow, you called a great amount of meteors from the space, and they eliminated every single aperoid and missile, Mewtwo pointed out. Chris looked at his hands. I need to ask Master Hand about this. Phew, I'm going to be thankful for the rest of my life then, Slippy said, smiling. Thankful because of what, Slippy? Beltino asked. Slippy looked at his right, then to his left. To not be on Chris's bad side. Everyone laughed for a bit. Chris was laughing too. Falco, Peppy, Beltino, Lucario, and Mewtwo were only chuckling. Is that because they're too cool to laugh fully? Okay. Oh, by the way, everyone, the device is now completed. Thanks for all your help in the battle, Beltino said. 2 hours later. Great Fox, command room. Well, it's time to say goodbye, Roy said. What? You're leaving now? Slippy asked, surprised. Since the Primates are gone from this world, we need to go to the other worlds to save them. It's a shame we can't stay any longer here with all of you, Chris answered. You're only leaving all the fun to us, Falco. Let me try that again. You're only leaving all the fun to us, Falco said. Are you showing off? Chris asked. He does most of the time, Slippy pointed out. Hey! Falco glared at Slippy. Anyway, Chris looked at Fox. We have to get going now. We need to return to Master Hand. Fox nodded. I know. It's your own mission after all. And do me a favour, Fox. What favour? Eliminate the aperoids for us. Fox smiled. All right, I'll do it. Chris, let's go, Lucario said. Good luck, guys, Slippy said, waving his hand. Be careful on your mission. I don't know what the fuck that was. Be careful on your mission, Peppy said. Because I don't think I've been doing too badly with the Scottish accents up to this point, but they kind of occasionally just kind of fail miserably. I'll always be rooting for you, Crystal said. If you ever need my help, don't forget to call me, Falco said. Fox made a soldier salute. Then all the Star Fox team did the same. Take care, Chris, and everyone else. I won't cry. I won't. Wah! Pichu was now crying since he was leaving. Chris grabbed Pichu and he patted his back. Oh, I will. Don't worry, Chris said, smiling. He took out the Wiimote and he made the vortex to the Smash Mansion. He was the first, walking in the vortex with Pichu on his shoulders. Then Lucario followed him behind, then Roy, then Mewtwo holding psychically the Lucario trophy. After all of them stepped inside, the vortex disappeared. Now let's go. We need to defeat the aperoids in their own home, Fox commanded. For Chris? Slippy asked, smiling. Falco, Crystal, Rob and Peppy looked at Fox. For Chris and everyone else, Fox said. That was alright, actually. That ending of the chapter, that wasn't, you know, they could have. Original Chris does occasionally make things a bit cheesy, but that was alright, actually. That was pretty decent, actually, in fairness, as they go. As passages in this story go. That one was alright. Kudos. Preview of the next chapter. For Chris and everyone else, Fox said. Preview of the next chapter. Oh, I'm Chris. I'm Lucario. Guess what, Lucario? We're going to Sinnoh. Really? For what? Riley's Lucario wants to return to Sinnoh to find Riley, but since there are not Primids there, you, along with Riley's Lucario and me, are going. And where will we start? Well, we're going to start here. Oh no! Isn't that city the home of that gym leader? Well, I'm afraid so. We're in trouble. Next time, the search for Riley in Veilstone City. Sinnoh, isn't that... Okay, that's like, that's the one... That's Diamond and Pearl, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that is. Because, I mean, I play... Let me just try and find that. Because I played that game. I think I still have it. I ought to. What the fuck do I keep my DS games? Alright. It's in there somewhere. Bear with me. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. If you can... I don't know if you can see too well. The lighting's pretty shit, but it says Pokemon Pearl down there. Yeah. Alright. Let me just see if I got the cartridge somewhere. Yeah, there it is. That was the one I played back in the day. Let me see. Okay. The search for Riley in Veilstone City. I don't know which city that was. I can't remember. Author's note. It's time for Make the Things a Lot Interesting. After the next arc, you can choose what game should our heroes go to save. Heroes go to save. Oh, wow, okay. It's like, oh, that's cool, actually. He gets the audience to interact with that aspect of the story. That's kind of interesting. It must be from the... It's fucking... You didn't get that in War and Peace. You didn't get that in Infinite Jest. It must be from the 35 Smashers. You only need to review in this chapter or the following arc. Also, the next arc will have a lot of Lucario. Let's see, we have Chris's Lucario, Riley's Lucario, and then we have another one. And from who is this Lucario? What? The title of the next chapter hints it. And another one. The third person on all Sinnoh who have the third Lucario you see. Read and review, please. I don't know what any of that meant, but I'm sure it bears some significance. Helpless Novice Gym Leader is the title of the next chapter, along with the search for Riley in Veilstone City.